Hey everyone, I know it's been a little while, but in the wise words of Triple Dylan, we are back. Once again! Let's roll the intro and get back to it.
Hello, and welcome to the mid-game hardcore journey. There will be quests, there will be skilling, and of course, PVM. Come join me in the quest for best in slot gear while playing an Iron Man not able to die. Will I be able to conquer the endgame, or will death reap my soul?
Hello. Last video we sent our first foray into the endgame bossing, and took on the Undead Dragon. Surely we can go one video without getting chanced. Right guys? Right? Alpha versus Omega completed, and now we can start the Raziel grind. So my clan has a PVM bingo coming up, and as a prelude to that, they had a little clue opening day today. And I totally missed the times. I kind of messed that up pretty badly. But I had these clues saved up. Let's open them up and see if we get anything. We're going to get a lot of collection log pop-ups because this is really the first clues on the account that I've opened outside of those original 10 elites. So I'm sure we'll get a bunch of stuff coming up. A lot of fortunates, which I guess we can check before we start. We're starting on 40 forts. I don't really need any more forts, but I guess they'll be helpful for future EOFs. Getting astral runes from hard clues is also always nice. I also have no bank space, so opening is going to be a bit of a pain. We're going to keep the Robin Hood hat and the Ancient Cloak for now. It looks like we got 17 forts out of, I think I had like 40 something clues. That's not terrible. It's not quite the rate for hard clues. Oh, I had the Black Cavalier as well. So it's like 20, so we're pretty much on rate. I think it's a 1 and 2 for fortunates for hard clues. The rate is worse for elites though, so I'm sure this will be fun.
Okay, well, opening clues with no bank space was a terrible idea. I just edited out like 1,000 banking and disassembling clips, and that was awful. With our next opening, whenever that is, we'll definitely just buy more bank space. That would have been a much better idea. But for a quick recap though, we didn't get anything super crazy, which is expected, but is also unfortunate. We did get some hidey hole items and a few cool Robin Hood set pieces, but the best things for sure were the master clues and the fortunates we got.
Last week we sent some Solak and Vorkath, and alluded to doing some Raziel. So naturally this week, we've been spending all of our time, you guessed it, skilling. The Sign of the Portal event has just started for the new Gate of Elendis boss, and with this event, I want to try to send a lot of archaeology to try to get the Conservation of Energy Relic. Conservation of Energy Relic is huge for our damage rotations in Necromancy. It gives us 10% more adrenaline when we use our ultimate, so that allows us to get 3 Death Skulls in our Living Death rotation, which is our strongest ability and deals the most damage. So that'll be great.
Alright, welcome once again to Boosty McBoosterson, my boost-only Iron Man, where we are going to now boost for a new Archaeology Relic. Drink this pot, drink this pot, and hopefully, perfect, make this. And there we go, Aether Reactor done. Let's go to the Archaeology Campus. And 1 Conservation of Energy Relic unlocked. Alright, so like I said before, the clan that I'm in, Iron Age, is going to host a clan bingo. Clan bingos are always a lot of fun. This one is kind of interesting in the fact that it has like a tier-based system. So technically there are 4 tiers of players in the bingo based on how much time you can put into the bingo, kind of like the general vibe of your gear, and what kind of bossing experience you have. I had signed up for a tier 2 because I can kill every boss in the game and have done so quite a lot on my normal Iron Man account, but this account doesn't have, almost any of the gear that it really needs to do a bunch of high level PVM. I also am able to put in quite a lot of time into the bingo, so I didn't really want to go for the lower tier, even though I realistically probably should have. Our tier is going to be tier 2, and so this is the line of bosses that we're going to be aiming to kill for the first week. And that's how the tier system works, is the bingo runs for 2 weeks. The first week is each line is locked to that respective tier and the players in that tier, and then once you complete the line, or the first week passes, whichever comes first, you can move a tier up or down until the first full week passes, and then I'm pretty sure everything becomes available to everyone. Kind of like the reason why I signed up for tier 2 in the first place is because I really need to start the Raziel grind, as that's going to really unlock pretty much really high-end bossing just across the board with that T95 set. So since Raziel is a tier 2 boss, I signed up for tier 2. And so that's going to be our main kind of goal initially. Unfortunately, it's only 2 broadcasts, so that could be really quick or really slow. I'll probably continuously send Raziel every day regardless, as I just still need those upgrades. So after Raziel, I'm probably going to aim... Man, the rest of the tier is not that great. ED1 and ED3 are not really fun content, and with the gear that I have and the lacking of Cinderbane gloves to help clear mobs, they're just going to be kind of long. And so the other 2 bosses are either Raksha or Vorkath. It's going to be quite the struggle. So because you can get the Scale or Lord of Bones decks, it's probably worth it to do hard mode Vorkath, but I can't solo that boss yet without the T95 set. I just don't deal enough damage. I can duo it, but it's kind of like welfare duo because my duo partner is going to end up doing a lot of the work. I can do multiple bigger team sets, but those can get kind of hectic, but it should be fine. And then for Raksha, it's hard. I don't think that I can solo it because I can't pool skip without the T95 set, and that's kind of where all of our problems stem from, is I really need to grind Raziel to really do everything else. I can definitely duo Raksha, no problem, with somebody who has laceration boots that can clear pools. It's kind of like to when Raksha first came out. It's not a particularly hard boss, except I just don't have the damage to pool skip, so it's not going to be one that I can solo. So I can take kind of like slow elite dungeons throughout the day. I'll probably try to duo or trio some Vorkath, and then of course duo some Raksha, but those are all going to come after our Raziel grind. And there's a world where we just do like 500 Raziel kills in the first week and don't get any drops, and that would be mega unfortunate. Hopefully we don't quite go that unlucky. My full log completion for Raziel on the main Iron Man took 2k kills. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. Obviously I would prefer if it was a lot faster than that. Honestly, a lot of this tier has been really horrific to me in the past, so hopefully we can get luckier on this account. My ECB took 230 solos. My Vorkath Lord of Bones Codex took 800 hard mode KC. Man, this game can sometimes be a struggle, but hopefully with this account, hopefully we're just luckier.
Alright, bingo time has begun. It's time to send some Raziel. No way did we get a drop the first kill I bring the luck of the dwarves. No way! That is nuts. That's so crazy. No way, the first kill. And of course, bingo word. And our first piece of the armor. Just way early like usual. Hopefully we can ride this gravy train for a long time. 35 KC, first piece of the armor. Hell yeah. Yeah! Okay, I'm happy that it's my second drop because of bingo. Unfortunately, it is foot wraps. Which is really weird because, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same unique line that my first Iron Man took. And that took 2k KC for the lantern. So I really hope it doesn't go that bad again. But, a drop is a drop. Alright, so that was 2 drops for Raziel. We're crushing it with the bingo tiles. That's a full completed tile by us. We have 2 drops and 111 KC now. The legs and the boots. Hopefully we'll keep killing it. I wasn't recording, but we got ridiculously lucky at the gate during the bingo. We actually got both of these before 35 KC. Or I think at 35 KC was our memory dowser. And that is absurd. So I know I was pretty insanely lucky. I didn't know exactly how insanely lucky, because the rates for the gate are actually just awful. Each of the uniques is a 1 in 480, which is a lot of gate kills per specific unique. And so getting 2 in this low of KC is just absurd. The latent offering is on a different table. It's less rare, but still a lucky roll on that. It is a 1 in 71, so still lucky there too. With these 2 drops, we also got a portion of the skilling tile done for our team. We are killing it. Alright, we just started this. I figured I should record at least some of it. It's been quite a long time since I've been down here, but it was not a good experience the first time. It took my first iron like 230 KC for its first ECB. So, not ideal. Hopefully this one's a little bit luckier. I only need one ECB piece for the bingo. So I don't think, hopefully we're not locked down here for the whole time. But this is our first run. Okay, our first sign proc. I was a couple squares in the wrong spot. Unlucky. Alright, I guess we will reset and try again. That was off to a rough start anyway. I really messed up those clouds, and some of the soul split flicking has not been great. Soul split flicking the ambassador is kind of weird because like super delayed compared to when it actually hits you. Like usually things in this game you soul split flick like right before it hits your character, but apparently with the ambassador it takes damage after it hits your character. So solid. Let's buy our first life refresh. And let's send it again. Wait, what? Okay. Maybe it's impossible. I didn't know that he does that. I have like almost 300 KC at this boss, and I've never seen him do that before. That's crazy. I didn't know that he does double beams. I could have just easily been lasered. I was one square away from being just lasered there. That's crazy. Oh my god. How bad was my damage? That's disappointing. It felt so good up until that point. Like, I was getting the perflicts down fine. Alright, we'll send it again. We'll see if I can do it or not. Well, we did it, but that was awful. My damage rotations were bad. I have a lot to work on and remember for our next couple of kills. But as a plus side, Blood Reaver, big carry. Poison is pretty nuts here. And it just highlights how I really need to unlock Cinderbanes. Well, we procced our first sign of life on the account, which saved our life. And that was thanks to Menno, also known as Heavy Nads in Game. He has a pretty awesome hardcore series on YouTube, and he was the person that recommended the Portent of Life after the whole Archglacior fiasco. It was definitely an item that I totally forgot about, and it worked pretty well. During the bingo, we managed to kill the ambassador 5 more times, for a total of 6. All of them were incident-free. Our time is still very bad. We still have many upgrades to get. We did not manage to spoon an ECB piece, though, unfortunately. So, it is now Wednesday. We've been doing bingo for 1 weekend, and a team already blacked out the board. They got the full 25 tiles in less than 72 hours. We're really close to 3 days.
It could have been up to 4 days, but it's still kind of crazy. Some of these tiles were kind of insanely difficult, but you know, sometimes people just get lucky. So that's pretty much it for our bingo. Even though it runs for like another week and a half, I'm pretty much just going to go back to just only grinding Raziel. We got a couple Raziel drops in the time that I was able to play during the weekend. We sent a couple Ambassador solos, procced our first sign. So even though it was pretty short, we still had a lot of fun with bingo. And hopefully next time it's a little bit longer.
Well, thanks for watching. That was a really long episode, and it really highlighted for me the fact that we really need Cinderbanes. So that's going to be our focus going forward. We're going to full send some Slayer.